And let's see what things are important to remember for chapter 8 as we're looking forward to the test. All right? Now, first I just would like to look at the speaking goals. Do you remember 8.1? What were we talking about? Clothes, right? Trying on, so I was going to put, I'm summarizing it. Trying on and shopping for clothes. There's two parts there. The trying on had all those words like baggy, all that stuff. Obviously, you have to know the names of clothes to do a good job at this. And then shopping for clothes is a whole other thing. Knowing names of stores, knowing, parts of stores, like dressing room, cash register, stuff like that. So think about that vocabulary, first of all, when you're thinking about if you're ready or not. The second section, this section that we're working on now, was shopping also, but it was more like buying, I don't know how to say it, souvenir type things,
Knickknacks.
Yeah, well, how do you want to say it?
Knickknacks.
Decorative objects. We'll call it that. Not that knickknacks isn't a nice word, but decorative objects.
Items.
Or items, sure.
Items.
When I look at this chapter, I think about, this is the same kind of stuff they sell no matter where you go, like on a trip. It's like souvenirs that you like at the moment think are super cool, and then when you get home you're like, what was I thinking? Okay? Yeah. You were thinking that last night? Well, okay. And we're saying which ones we like, which ones we didn't like, or whatever, okay? I thought it would be important to look after this vocabulary just to remember what kind of grammar we had, okay? The first one was using imperfect and preterite verbs together. Yeah, that one wasn't so easy, was it? What kind of a diagram do we draw for this? Do you remember? Okay, right on. A timeline. So if this were the timeline, how would you describe preterite verbs? At one spot, slice, right? Like, boom, that happened. And if you were to describe an imperfect verb, yeah, it could be like a period of time. You don't really know, maybe it's vague what time it was. Yes, Miss Brianna? There'll be about twice as many as half. Okay? I don't know exactly how many are on there. Okay? Just as an example, though, these were things that would be like, and I'll do green to represent imperfect, red to represent preterite. They were going to buy some really cool knickknacks, but the gypsy stole their wallet. Okay? So, buying the cool knickknacks in green, that was ongoing. That was like the background information. That is imperfect. And then the event that interrupted, or the one-time event, was the red. That was the gypsy.
Hopefully one time event.
Yeah, if you get robbed by a gypsy more than once, that's your own fault. Yes. That is a good way to think of it. I think in the book they described imperfect as background information or ongoing information. Okay. Also, we looked at, when we were looking at this, ir plus a plus infinitives with imperfect and preterite. So this would be ir plus a plus infinitive in present is going to. In the imperfect, what would the phrase be? Yeah, in Spanish it's iba. Was going to, thank you. Hey, please, I know you guys are sleepy, but you gotta come alive. You gotta come alive. I'm trying to help you out here. Okay? So, I was going to do this, but, or when, those are key words to show that preterite will come along. So like, I was going to call my mom. Iba a llamar a mi mamá, pero but perdí mi teléfono. I lost my phone. Okay? So that's how you will combine infinitives with imperfect and present. What do you tell me, Niraj, about comparatives and superlatives? That would be an adjective type thing. We might need to look at same number, same kind. Let's start. What is a comparative? What does it mean to have a comparison? This is better than,
Worse than.
more than, less than.
The same.
What are some phrases that we need to remember for this? Más que, menos que, tan como, very nice. And superlatives would be isima, isimo, isimas, isimos, or we had some irregular ones that you needed to remember too. The worst, peor, the best, mejor, and there were a couple others. So make sure that you're familiar with those. Demonstrative adjectives was a review from Spanish 1. This, we wanted same number, same kind. This, these, that, those, really that, really those. Okay? Let's do them all. This would be or esta. These would be this or these. What's that? Those. That and those. Really that? Aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas. I'm writing as fast as I can. I know time's up, almost. And our keys to remembering these: T for C for see it, like it's far away, but you can still see it. This is just so whacked out that it's just really, it's ridiculous. Okay? And last but not least, please remember our friends por and para. We've got, this is the basic chart, right?
Yeah.
By what means, meaning transportation, through, towards, right? In order to. Relax. I've still got 4 minutes, 3 maybe. Okay, in order to and an infinitive. And then this one, by the way, this was por para. Por we would use to say time, either time expression or length of time, or kind of like money, exchange. And over here, like for whom, like it's a gift, right? It's purpose, stuff like that. So I know we went over a whole bunch of things. This has been a good chapter. You guys have worked really hard on it, but it's time now to show what you got.